Hey, there we are. What's up, everybody? We are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Yay! Some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We are in session 34, I think. Is that what I put? Maybe 35?
35.
35.
We should be in
And
third
Empire
edition.
of the Ghouls, and I am a player, and you will see, unlike last week, you will see me controlling my character instead of Sven, who did a fabulous job, because I'm only slightly wounded and everyone else is beat the fuck up. But I'm going to turn it right over to Matakiri, who is our DM. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, everybody. So yeah, session 35, Empire of the Ghouls, and the last two sessions have been largely dedicated to this one battle where you fought a whole bunch of little guys and some snow hags, and the only things remaining are these three wolf reaver dwarves. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it with them since they are all, uh, well, one of them's not even hurt yet, and the others are still in the battle. So we'll go ahead and jump right in with Halfred Iron Eyes, who is being controlled by who?
Me. That is
All right,
Sven.
thank you, Sven. And I did start Sirenscape. So.
Whoa, the volume's all the way up. I better turn that bitch down. Ooh. There was an update, so that's why.
Alright, so she has one javelin left, so she will chuck it. She's been very successful so far. Let's see if she can make them all count.
Let me bring the table up. Gwydion probably wants to see what's going on the table. He says hi, by the way.
Alright, she
There we
runs
go.
up and doesn't want to hit Tyrion, so sort of pulls it short and it bounces off his armor.
All right.
Was that a joke about Tyrion's height?
Yep,
Ah,
that's
had
exactly
the
what it was.
halfling.
He feels personally attacked.
She wasn't attacked, that's the whole point.
You can still emotionally attack.
He's flea
Causes
infested. Shoot
psychic
him.
damage. And with advantage, you hit
That's
because
because
he is
he's.
recklessly attacking.
Yeah.
Like he idiot does.
Nice.
The howling. I like it. So Quint is probably going to continue shooting at big left ear with his longbow. Twang. Oh, look. Recklessly attacked. And a hit.
That's a hit.
Let's put some, let's put this arrow all the way to the feathers. All the way to the feathers. And now
So close.
it broke. It sucked. Look at that roll. And I think he's gonna just fly over here. Just cause.
All right. So this guy is going to continue with his reckless attacking, and has got customer support bot surrounded. So he's going to take a couple of swings with his battle axe. And his reckless attack did not help him at all. As he tries that again. This one manages to get through. Doing 9 points of damage, badly wounding customer support bot.
You think this is the first time I've died?
Can you actually die? Don't we just get replacement parts for you? Shipped in?
You can throw my memory scroll and crystal thing into another body. Yeah.
Yeah, if he dies, we'll just have to get a new one.
Well, is it going to be 23765?
All right, Blink is going to try to shocking grasp this dwarf right in front of him.
And
19.
that's a hit. Grab onto his beard, yank on it.
Nice. And I'm gonna send the cannon up this way towards those guys, and I'm also going to run after it. So I'll end there and then do the temporary hit points. I'm done.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll see if I can get rid of this guy right next to Tyrion.
Log boy, he's up on the log.
Yeah.
7.
That's a hit.
6. Nice.
They have a very crappy AC.
All right,
And now
then
we're
I'll...
down to 1 who's not even injured yet.
Yeah, but he's not gonna make it to the end of round 13. I guarantee you that.
Probably not.
So we probably could have just finished this last time, eh?
Why is that going through your speakers?
What, the Sirenscape?
The Sirenscape. It ties to whatever audio device is selected as your default when you launch it. So you can
Got it.
close Sirenscape, change your default audio device, and then relaunch it, and it'll use that.
We get it.
Nice.
Damn, he's wounded now. What the hell would you hit him with? Almost
Yeah.
maximum damage.
Almost 25 points in a 1 hit. Nice.
All right, I'll move her up. I think she still has javelin.
Hairy legs.
Moving up.
Moving on up. I like how you got it snowing in that area.
There we
too.
go. I was talking to myself because I was on mute. So you guys didn't hear any of that. That's fine.
It's kind of like talking to Robin sometimes, though, right?
Yeah, she's like, no one can hear you.
All right, so Gus is going to move up 35 feet. And whip out a couple. A
You
shuriken.
were prone.
I was prone.
You get knocked the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Yeah.
From what? These things don't knock people prone.
From dying
When you were unconscious
and
before.
being brought back by Blink.
You're not prone, but leaving the mortal coil. So how's Sif?
Did you talk to him?
Okay. I don't see it on the comment
I
track.
just
Is it
took it
okay?
off.
All right, so I'll would have moved, be back 15 feet. So I'll just do a second move and sidle on up next to this guy and flank him.
Okay.
Customer support Bart.
Okay, I'm making fun of somebody who misspoke once, and I'll never forgive them.
Targeting the dead one. Critting on both.
Sorry about that. But I'll hit both of them anyway. I'm gonna
Yeah,
dice
it's
that
fine.
corpse up. Can't stop me now. 1 damage.
That should have done crit damage.
Wow.
Is it because it rerolled the one I rolled? It broke the crit thing.
That's weird. Maybe.
Rerolled a 2. Rerolled
Reroll
D1.
2, reroll D1 1.
I don't know what any of that means. I know what the rerolled 1 means because I have.
Just roll another one on small eyes to represent the crit damage.
Click critical.
No, it's already gotten half of it, so
Just roll damage regularly.
yeah, just roll damage.
Except you got a crit on him this time.
Oh well.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
He's gonna die
dying
very soon.
anyways.
All right, so for my second attack,
There, he's dead now.
He dies. Very good.
I do the robot as a free action, as I do every turn. I just forgot to mention it the last 100 turns.
Excellent. So with that, we are out of combat. And you guys have killed all of the Ragnarok cultists here at the camp.
200 biddies. Thank you, Gwendolyn. Was that for the robot? Was that the 200 biddy robot?
Unlocked the tokens. So yeah, the main kind of area of this camp was towards the center of the little fire they had going, but then those snow hags were up in that snow patch. They created a little comfy zone for themselves, and we're hanging out there. So the Huldra come up to you, Halfrid, and says, "That was a great battle. We have won. Let us return back to Huldramose, where we can have another celebration for defeating these Ragnarok cultists. They'll think long and hard about coming back."
Is it cool if we take just a real quick breather? Just a short rest?
Yeah,
Certainly,
like
certainly.
I just need to
Middle of the
collect all
night.
the gears that are strewed about the ground.
It's the middle of the night since you wanted
There's
a
like
nighttime
springs
raid.
hanging out of his his head because his hair's all messed up. They're like springs. Like. Is the elevation indicator token thing working for you?
No? Yeah.
Or wait, is it's shift
Alt?
then? No, I'm holding alt. Working for me. Oh, there it goes. Maybe you just had to
Took a second. I don't know.
get reset or something. Maybe you had to fondle it.
Yeah. Oh, it might have been owned by Sven when because he had control of it.
That's an ID10T error.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys want to take a short rest, or do you want to try for a long rest?
We have enough people to keep watch. I'd be okay with a long rest as long as everybody else is.
You've got a nice fire for the night.
Yeah.
The snow rapidly dissipates.
Is it midnight? 12:01 a.m. Freaking long rest sounds wonderful.
How far are we from the village?
You were
Like,
not too far, like 20 miles.
oh, okay. So probably not something we want to try to trek back tonight. Okay.
Do an
Yeah,
overnighter.
well-
You can walk all night.
Not too far. 20 miles on foot. Not too far.
It's
When's
the
the last
cannon.
time any of us have ever walked 20 miles?
The cannon can pull us. We'll all
Yeah,
just.
Well, Disney, but
Yeah. I'm all in for a long rest. That sounds good.
Alrighty.
On my watch, I'm going to pose the corpses in like a scene.
So I heal
Respectful.
Tyrion and Blink.
Alright, well, with that, you guys are going to get a long rest. As nothing bothers you, you've scared away the scariest stuff that was around. All right, so the next morning, the Huldra are excited to get back to Huldramose. And assuming you guys are all ready to go back as well, or did you guys want to do anything while you're here with all the corpses? Besides making pretty pictures with them.
Well,
I mean,
beautiful warnings, I call it.
we'd probably take a look around the site and make sure, see if they had any loot or anything like that around, just to, double check we weren't missing something.
Yeah, okay. So you search around, and collectively you do find that some of them were carrying some loot. So let's see what you got. Wrong one. That's what I'm looking for. You find 3 platinum, 40 gold, 242 silver, 14 copper pieces. You also find a couple of gemstones, blue jasper, and some oil flasks, a couple of potions, some rations, and a scrimshaw sperm whale tooth. Throw that all in the party sheet.
Dang, we found a lot of stuff.
Sperm
Tips
whales
on the
have
oil.
Well, there
sperm
was-
whales have teeth.
Yeah.
They are like gums. I ate crap.
No, sperm whales eat squid and whatnot.
Oh, it's just it's the
The
humpback
great
that doesn't
blue
have
whales and
teeth.
humpbacks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sperm whale was Moby Dick, wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's spread out amongst the 26 NPCs that you guys slaughtered.
They were pretty poor.
Yeah.
Pushing an animal friendship. Did
Those
somebody
come in
need to
super
friend
handy.
a sheep? I thought I heard somebody talking about they had a sheep they wanted to friend. No? Okay, just checking. Damn. I'll give you 250 gold for this sperm whale's tooth. It's freaking nice.
It's pretty big. It's 5 pounds. That's a
It's like-
huge tooth.
It's like, what? I mean, it says it's a scrimshaw, so what, is there a scene or something on it?
Yeah, it's got some kind of a drawing on it. Presumably.
It's a scrimshaw sperm whale tooth of a sperm whale.
It's probably got some symbolism to Ragnarok drawn all over it.
I watched the Valhalla first season. It was good. What should I watch after that, though?
I don't know.
Blue Jasper. So I guess Quint's gonna grab all this stuff that the party's gonna sell. And put it in his bag of holding. Does anyone need hemp rope? No, I'll lug it. Quint's like, I'll carry this scrimshaw sperm whale tooth too. Rations, let's see, how many rations do you 20. I have 20 rations. As a matter of fact, I'm going to eat one right now. 19 rations. I have 19 rations. Anybody need some rations? Everybody looks at their weight. And Quint, that's how I got all these rations. Oops, shift.
All in the party, in the bag of holding.
Potion of healing. How many? I have 5. Anybody got less than 5?
Yeah, I've only got 3.
Sounds like you need that potion of healing then.
What are the 3 other fighters?
You're the only one that said you have less than 5, so. Can we combine like 4 into one massive one and just use as an action to drink 3?
Yeah, but then we have to do the potion mixing rules.
Yeah, that's true.
Have them blow up in you. All right, so you get your long rest and gather up all the loot and head on back to Huldromose. Is that the potion? Yeah.
Animal friendship, yeah. I don't know why it's so. Why is there a bear talking to me?
I don't know, but it's really long.
Yeah, that's a long sound. So you guys get back to Huldromose and you're greeted by Queen Thorgrid, who you met previously, and they're very excited at what you've done. The
Yeah,
Halfred
murder's great.
the Halfred and the other Huldra that were with you tell them the entire tale, and they want to throw another giant feast to celebrate what you've done. When we left off, one of the things that she had promised you when you guys left to do this raid on the Ragnarok cultists was that she would have her diviners begin seeing if they could find the location of the Midnight Temple, which you guys need to get to by the next new moon. And so after you get back to Huldromose, she instructs the priests and the priestesses to begin trying to gather that information. And she tells you it's going to take a few days. So we're going to have a little bit of downtime. And while we're doing this downtime, everybody can go ahead and level up. So feel free to level up. If there's anything else you want to do during that downtime training, you can sell off any of your non-magical equipment here. If you have any goods you want to sell off, just chuck them in the party sheet.
Well, you could have told me that before I drug it all from the party sheet 5 minutes ago.
Now you got to find it on your sheet again.
No, I tag it party.
Oh yeah. Throw all the art objects and gems and stuff like Jasper in,
like I'm
so
doing
those will be
now.
100%.
I think that's all. I think that's all Quint's lugging around.
That's it. All right.
We just did this.
Right, you did this kind of when you got here.
And I don't know where this thing came from, but
I have a couple of things. Oh, there it is. Okay.
earplugs? Huh. Where'd I get those?
Is that something Blink made for you?
It's actually a adventuring gear. It's got a description and everything. Can
It's
use
to
an
block out.
action to insert earplugs into your ears or remove them. While worn, you have the deafened condition. Even though sounds are not perfectly disturbed, you have advantage on any saving throw to resist attacks that require you to hear them. This includes any charm spells that require you to speak the same language as a caster. Nice.
Maybe you got him to block out Tyrion snoring.
Probably. 14 pounds of coins. I like that. That's a lot of coins. Bag of holding allows you to have a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I like to have crap though. I love having stuff on my characters. I want to go to like, let's make a deal, and somebody says, "Do you have a bobby pin?" And I'm going to go, "Yes."
Carrying around the owlbear stuff. want to drink the demon ichor? Is that it? Everything in the party sheet that needs to get sold? Bunch meat has no value.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take a level of barbarian as you guys suggest. This doesn't quite fit my character build.
Aw, come on.
I'll take
Can just see him in the shadows quietly going, ah.
Quint's like, no, I think I'll take evasion now. Ha
I
ha.
was saying bard. So
Oh, did you say bard? I thought you said barbarian.
Barbarian. I now have a 19-foot long jump. I want to compete in the long jump in this feast.
Where'd you get, like, go-go gadget freaking legs or something?
No, it's the fighter thingy. That's what I get this time. I'm a little bit stronger and I can jump farther because of all the juicing.
Oh, jeez.
In my case, it's nitrous.
Installing nitrous cartridges in your leg and arms.
so what does Blink get at 7? Anything cool?
So I get a ability called Flash of Genius. So I'll just put it in the chat there, and then you guys can take a look at it. But basically, when somebody makes an ability check or saving throw, I can use my reaction to add my intelligence modifier to the roll, which my intelligence modifier is 5.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty
Yep.
cool.
And I can use
That's
that.
30 feet.
Yeah, I can use that 5 times per day per long rest.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of us are going to be shouting, "Save me, Blink."
Ability check or a saving throw. So strength check or get the hell out of the way. Okay.
Yeah. You
He's going to be the one
reaction?
installing my nitrous.
Is this you? Yeah, you use your reaction. Okay, cool. All right, everybody leveled up, or anybody not quite done yet?
Yep, Quint's 10th. I don't know about the rest of you. I kept dragging. I'm not familiar with the character wizard, so can't
Yeah,
say.
I still don't trust the character wizard all that much. I know
I
it's
mean,
gotten a lot better, but
I was working on a character, just trying to see a concept, and I was playing with it. It's kind of cool if you're just doing that, but if I'm building one, I want to drag it all. I don't know.
to me, if I'm gonna use it, I need to use it at every level, and not.
Yeah, I think you got to just commit to the whole thing and not
Yeah,
just either do character wizard or do manual. Don't do both.
absolutely.
And with advanced 5e that's coming into our lives soon, I think we won't be using the wizard much because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with a wizard.
We'll see what they do with it. Yeah. All right. So after several days, let's do some calendar tracking. The 10th of Red Leaf. You guys have been having some downtime of just about a week or so, and the Queen Thorgerd comes back to you and says that the priests have finally identified where the Midnight Temple is. Uh, Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a trek. And let me share with you a map of the north.
Don't you guys believe in teleport? I mean, Come on.
So you guys are here in the Huldromos, and is that green line visible? Nope. And she tells you that the Midnight Temple is located in the ruined city of Nordheim. And it's approximately 300 miles northwest of Huldromos. So it's quite a journey. The terrain is rough. There is no roads, thick forests, rugged hills. The mountains between here and there are extremely cold and snowy year round. Even though it's kind of mid-late summer, um, it would be extremely difficult to get there by the new moon. However, she does propose that if Sertegos will participate, they would like to conduct a ceremony and attempt to beseech the Valkyries to see if they would be willing to provide aid. Is everyone okay with attempting to contact the Valkyries?
So
Yeah.
Valkyries, are they um, NPCs, or are they like the winged women of lore, or what would I know about Valkyries?
So religiously, you know, Valkyries are celestial beings that serve Odin. And they are the winged uh, beings that kind of look like this.
Oh, nice.
So
Tyrion
they
said
don't.
he wants to fly on that thing.
Yeah. So how would they be helping us then? Just to sit, going with us to
She
fight,
wants to
or
beseech their aid in getting you
transporting?
there in transportation.
Uber.
Okay.
That would
We're
be
gonna
Uber.
use the giant eagles to get to Mount Doom.
Exactly. Only just like the giant eagles, they can't take you straight there.
Right? Why didn't they go to Mordor? I don't understand.
So the priests all get together and they begin this ceremony, and they invite Sertegos to join them as they begin their chanting. Um, they stand amid this large circle of burning braziers. They throw handfuls of pungent herbs onto the braziers, and curling spires of scented smoke whirl skyward to become lost in the gray overcast. The priests pace the circle, chanting as they do. Each bears a wooden bowl of blood freely given by the Huldra. They dip bundles of rushes into the blood and shake the rushes so that crimson droplets scatter on the grass to either side, before and behind, as they continue to trod this circle. A low rumble of thunder punctuates their chant, and dark shapes wing their way from the clouds above. A quartet of great winged white wolves plummet, silent as hunting owls. Their wings outstretch suddenly to break their dives, and they alight gracefully, surrounding the circle, nostrils flaring at the smell of fresh blood. Fierce warrior women dismount from the great winged lupines and gaze solemnly at the assembly. The priests and the Huldra beseech aid on the character's behalf. So they begin asking the Valkyries, and they explain that they've received many dark portents, and they have heard that there is sinister intent behind the blood wedding, which you have the proof of the invitation to. After speaking with them, the priests appear after the priests have spoken to the Valkyries for some time. The Valkyries appear unmoved. They frown, and then one of them asks, "What is it you wish of us? Our place is not to meddle in the quarrels of the living, only to pick the chosen from the aftermath." And the priestess says, "Please, ferry these worthy warriors to their next battle, noble Valkyrie. They must arrive by the new moon for a chance to grasp victory. Lend them your swiftness, nothing more." And the Valkyries all turn at the same time and say in unison, "And where would we take them? Should we say yes?" The priestess says, "The Midnight Temple in Nordheim." At that, there is silence, and the Valkyries look at each other. They kind of exchange glances towards one another. And eventually, their leader responds, "We cannot do this. It is forbidden." At this point, the priests kind of pause and look over at you guys.
Why?
Odin shuns the dead of Nordheim. It is forbidden.
This
Not
threat
ask why
is so
again,
great
for I
that
do not
Rava
know.
sent me some idiot robot, but still, like, there's other gods involved with this.
I can only say that the dead of Nordheim have been judged unworthy, thus no Valkyrie may set foot there.
Oh, you look, we can totally get around this because you said set foot there. You don't have to set foot. You can just kind of do a flyby and drop us off.
Odin has forbidden us from approaching that close.
So maybe within a day's journey, you could drop us. Just you could walk the rest of the way.
A day? Why not an hour?
The furthest we could take you is
If
to
you're
the
gonna
river
ask.
that borders the forest, marking the north end of the Wolfheim lands. Beyond those woods lie the entrance to Nordheim.
Will that get us there with enough time?
The new moon.
Are you using the moon thing?
I am
You
not
figure-
using the moon.
Come
thing.
on, you gotta
I'm
figure
just
out how to
using
use it right. Teach me.
I know. That gives us 10 days, and we can get you. You should be able to make it. Yes.
233 miles in 10 days on a flying creature? Yeah, that's probably doable.
Well, that's something, right, guys? Seems like our best bet.
Yeah, I accept.
We
will
would
do
be
it.
grateful to ride on the back of such noble beasts.
Very well. We will return in the morning with enough mounts for everybody. We will do it for the Huldra, the Shield Maidens, and the Shield Sisters. We will do it because they vouch for your valor. Do not ask for more. And they jump onto their winged wolves and they take off.
Well, they're not getting any bagels in the morning.
They told you to rest up and you will be starting your trek in the morning. Does anybody else need another long rest? Just to
If they burned
need
up
more
double
hit die?
their hit die?
I do want to pick up a couple more javelins before we leave, though.
Sure, no problem.
Quinn says, it's going to be fairly cold on the back of those mounds over the mountains. Make sure you have some winter clothes.
The Huldra will definitely vouch for that. Most of the mountain ranges are very cold, and if you are not prepared, it can take you unaware.
Quinn's got 3 sets, just in case.
You can wear all of them at the same time.
No, well, no, he's got a black set, a white set, and a green set, just in case.
Oh, camo cold weather gear.
And you can turn them in and out, so there's 6 colors. I don't know. Arrows, that's what I want.
And along with you, as I kind of hinted at earlier, Hafrid and the other Huldra that fought with you will be accompanying you, if you would like, on your journey. And I actually have something for you for that. So while you guys have been here with the Huldromos, I've been keeping track of a number of the different events that you've been involved in, what you've participated in, what you haven't, and whatnot. And during that process, up to and including helping them with the Ragnarok fight, you've been earning this thing called grace points. And you have earned, how many did you earn? 4 grace points while you're here. And what those grace points are is let me share this with you. These are kind of like layer actions that the Huldra can take. They take them collectively as a group, not individually. So on initiative 20 of every round, you can spend the grace points, which reset, and you have a total of 4 that you can spend each round. And these are the actions that you can take using those grace points. You can decide which one of you, or if whoever wants to be in charge of that, feel free. I've created an NPC.
Is there a leader of the?
Hafred is the leader.
And who's
of the
running
Huldra.
Hafred?
Sven.
Sven, I volunteer you. Or I vote for you. I don't volunteer you. I vote for you. I'm the player.
So we will have 4 grace points every round.
Yes.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, because that means something insane is going to be happening. That we need to do this stuff all the time.
Yeah. Let me
round.
give the players some layer actions, and then we're just going to throw some bunny rabbits at them.
Now, you can't use the same one multiple times in the same turn, so you may not be able to use all 4 if you don't have something that recharges, right? So you may end up only being able to use 2 because the other 2 haven't recharged.
You can't use the same power twice.
Yeah,
Correct.
you can only use once each turn.
Then why does it go up to a maximum of 5 if there's only 4 powers?
Support costs 2 points. The
Okay.
last ability.
2 1
Thank you. My reading ability, not
Your-
great.
Your
Well, reading's
math-
hard, you know.
Your
Yeah,
math.
I mean, there's so many words.
Should put that ASI in intelligence. All right, so I'll leave you that. Whoever is going to be Sven then, that's going to run the.
So when it says things like the Huldra, this is only the Huldra. I can't use
this
this
is
to
a
have
special
blink,
ability
curl a
of
javelin,
them.
or do something. Okay.
Yeah, this is a special ability of theirs that they get collectively. So it represents, as long as there's any one of the Huldra still with you, you get to use these.
You said as long as there's some with us. So even though we start with 5, if 4 of them die, we still have all 4
Yes.
Harry grace points.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I'm a big advocate of support.
It's
as
not a grace
rogue.
point per Huldra. It's you've earned 4, and as long as you have a Huldra with you, you have those 4.
Okay. And is there any way to lose the grace points?
Lose all the Huldra.
Okay. So CSB's bad puns and modern day references don't take away grace points.
No.
And love of killing children. Although
That's a benefit, I
that's
think.
that's the whole party, I think. So
Only dancing creepy children.
Dancing creepy children, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and who doesn't love
Uh,
murdering
like
those?
all of my campaigns in it? Killing children, something like
okay. Cool.
Who made the note? John is the best DM ever. I'm just curious.
that. Definitely not me.
I think I may have done that like many sessions ago, figuring, oh, at some point John will see that and it'll be funny.
Yes.
It doesn't tell me who it is, the owner is, but
Yeah, it was me.
It was yeah.
So,
It was
I've made a
Validates.
couple Drake his best DM ever notes.
yeah, but that's true. So I just leave them there.
Let me add the grace points to your character sheet and then re-add them to the. Just to.
Got it on the hotbar.
So I
just in
take it
case.
once again. I'm not gonna have my warhorse.
Your
I'm very
warhorse
sad.
is in Jost.
I know. And I'm
So
very sad. So I'm
yeah.
not gonna get it back. Can they go pick it up and like rig a harness? Blink can rig a harness, and they can just carry it like a helicopter.
We can get.
Well, once you're done with this wedding, you can go back to Jost. Pick him up.
Can we get two pairs of boots of flying, and now his warhorse can go with us?
See, because as a
Horseshoes of Zephyr.
multi-class with a half spellcaster and half paladin, I get like crap spell slots, so I can't waste one on summon mount like most paladins can.
I don't know. Mounts always seem sketchy, anyways. I mean,
They're a lot of work, that's for sure.
yeah. So, this wedding, do we have any intel on it? I mean, do we know what we're getting into, or are we just going to be like, meow?
Well, you have an invite, and you know something really bad is going to happen there.
Wait.
Where are
Are
they
we
registered?
actually,
Bed
are
Bath
we
Beyond?
actually planning on attending the wedding?
You
Just
have
I
want
a
an
think
piece
we're
of
invite?
paper that
crashing.
is an invite. Whether you
For
want
how
to attend
many?
or
I
not.
mean, do we need a
It's an
tux?
RSVP of how many? I
Well,
want
it
the
was for that
fish.
entire group of Reaver dwarves that you killed.
Okay.
Well,
So can we change the RSVP to fish instead of meat? That's
Yeah.
the Reaver dwarves wanted.
Yeah. I'll take the chicken. Oh, wait,
Change the meal
that might not
selection.
be chicken. Yeah, fish sounds good. Fish.
well, I can disguise self, at least for me, so I can make myself look like a Reaver dwarf.
That's right. The rest of the party and one Reaver
mean-
dwarf.
I mean,
But
I mean, I can probably sneak in a window
Sure,
or
it'll be
something,
fine.
but what?
Plus
How?
4 shield maidens.
Everybody
We're
looks
all
at
we're
CS
all his
bot.
prisoner. We're all your prisoner.
You're my wedding gift to them.
There you go.
Hey,
All
this
of
was
us.
the handout.
we're the not fish.
You'll notice nowhere in the invitation does it say Reaver dwarf.
Now, are we able to obtain 1 potion of healing per
Your voice cut out.
shield maiden?
You can buy potions
So
of healing.
we
for
can just
50
say they
gold.
have one.
Yeah, if you want to spend some of your
My
cash,
computer's
you can buy
dying.
potions of healing.
I wonder who the feast is.
Right. The next morning, early in the morning, just as the sun crests the horizon, those same Valkyries fly down on their winged wolves, and there is one for each of you. So there are 10, and one Valkyrie will accompany and 10 of the wolves. And so each of you and each of the Huldra has your own mount on top of this winged wolf. And they begin flying you through the air. It's very terrifying because they don't have saddles that are easy to hold on to. So you're yanking on the fur. trying
Quint's
to
probably
strap
not so terrified since he has boots of flying on in case
That's
he
true.
falls.
It's just
So
you're also way up higher than you normally fly,
yeah,
and it's cold
he's
air hitting you in the
probably
face.
more frozen than he is scared.
Yeah, you're
I,
all definitely frozen.
I do still have Featherfall prepared, so just in case.
Yeah, but
So you can
what's the
watch everybody else
range?
just splat.
What is the range? 60 feet.
Yeah, so don't. I'll stay away a little further than you guys so you can get close.
And the Huldra, as they fly you, not the Huldra, the Valkyries, they fly you on their mounts, and they fly you through most of the day. And at evening, just as the sun is about to go down,
Thank the
they fly
Lord.
down and they tell you to set up camp, and they will return again in the morning. So they drop you off to sleep overnight.
Do you guys want to go get a drink or something?
And yeah, feel free to buy anything from the player's handbook store.
Okay. And where are they going?
They won't fly you at night. They'll pick you up at sunup and drop you off at sundown each day.
Yeah, but do they have
Okay.
a garage or something that they got to return
You don't
the
know where they
taxes
go.
to? That's what we're
They
asking.
just go up and disappear.
Where are you going?
They've got an Airbnb nearby.
Yeah.
But it's not big enough for us
Well,
to
they
join.
just point
Airbnb
up
in
and
the
fly
clouds.
off.
Yeah, they really don't interact with you much unless you guys want to try and talk to them. Is there anything you want to ask them or try to talk with them while you fly? You have plenty of time.
Quint's just hitting on one of them and see what happens.
She completely ignores you.
You gotta try. You gotta try.
Who's got that potion of animal friendship? You can become friends with the flying mounts.
Oh,
You do notice they are
I was trying
very
to use it on
friendly
her.
with common animals. They almost disdainful for anybody that's humanoid, but they are very gentle and very friendly towards small animals and
So they would be
natural
really
animals.
nice around a warhorse. Are we gonna get banned? I mean, can I have a nipple?
Anyone else want to talk with them or try to get any information from them? You all good?
I mean, I don't think they know any information about our next mission, right? I'm gonna ask her. So, do you have any intelligence on the Midnight Temple? Midnight Temple, is that what it's called?
The Midnight Temple. So she doesn't know anything about the Midnight Temple. She knows that it's located in Nordheim, though. Were you wanting information about Nordheim?
Yes. Any information about how we can stop this wedding would be useful.
She doesn't know anything about the wedding. But give me whoever wants to, give me a persuasion check and a history check. See how you guys do on those.
Quint's persuasion is... he's not trained in it.
Oh, my history's pretty good.
All right, well, Sir Tagos and Blink, the two of you are able to get the most information out of them. So the first piece of information that after you're talking with them for some time, you get out is that Nordheim was once the greatest of the Dwarven Reaver kingdoms. It was also the first to fall. The cause of the destruction is a mystery. It was not taken by force, nor did it fall to any enemy siege. Some say that a darkness came up out of the earth and swallowed them all. Its loss is still a shame, a source of shame for many a living dwarf. The one theory is that the hold was destroyed by Thor's decree. The bloody fervor for which the dwarves of Nordheim pursued slaughter reached a degree that even the warlike thunder god was repulsed, and he took vengeance upon them. Several years ago, it was discovered that the nearby forest is teeming with walking dwarven corpses, as if the entire hold's population has become a creeping horde of the restless undead. The range of the undead coincides with the underground borders of Nordheim, which stop at the river. This is also the boundary which the Valkyries are forbidden to cross. It is also said that those who discovered the undead dwarves also found a dwarven temple. Someone had dug down far enough to find and uncover it for whatever reason. I've put those in the chat for you.
And what do we know of this wedding? Who's getting married? As a refresher.
The wedding itself was...
It said the devouring worm and the red goddess in the invite.
So the wedding itself is kind of a symbolic wedding with stand-ins between two deities. And it is the marriage of the red goddess, Morena, who you've dealt with some of her priestesses before. And the devouring worm is one of the other evil deities that is one of them that leads the ghouls and the god of hunger, Vardisen. And it's the wedding between the two.
And are these both undead?
Not necessarily. The red goddess is kind of more worshipped by vampires, but neither of them individually are undead deities. They just happen to have a lot of undead that worship them and serve them.
I think Quint still has a... I thought he had a necklace or something of the red goddess somewhere he got. Holy symbol of Morena. Got two of them.
Yep. And you recognize the symbol of Morena on the invitation. When it was rolled up, there was 3 wax impressions on the invitation. They look like this.
Yeah, I remember that.
And each one represents a different dark deity. So there's Morena, there's Vardisen, and the third. Which I'll tell you in just a second because I forgot. And Chernobog. Morena, Vardisen, and Chernobog are the symbols of the deities here. So the first night, you guys have no problem getting a long rest. So day 12 of the month of Red Leaf, you guys are picked up again. Fly the entire day. If you want to track your rations, you can track your rations.
So real quick before we leave that morning, I'm going to say we have these Chimera fire gland, and I'll hold this thing up. You squeeze it into your mouth and let you breathe fire 3 times. I've had it for a while. I just don't think I'm going to use it. Do anyone else wish to have this? And you can breathe fire up to 30 feet away at somebody.
It totally sounds like Blink to me, but or CS Bot. I think they would just.
You can give it to one of the Huldra if you
Quint's
want.
usually not 30 feet. If you can help
Yeah.
it.
It's a bonus action to breathe that, right? I assume. So,
Yes. Yep.
Blink mostly uses his bonus action for his cannon. So maybe,
I'll take it.
yeah, CSB or Tarian.
Or Tarian, you can have it because I have my scorching rays. I just
Portable flamethrower mouth.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I use with my bonus action typically. So
yeah, go ahead.
All right. It is in the party sheet. I love these type of things, but I just will never use it. So I have my oil and acid and holy water if I need to do something different. Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Even though I don't eat every day, I throw away a ration just to feel like I belong.
All right, and these holy robes of Antioch, whatever they are, who's got those?
Holy robes of Sister Adeline.
Yeah.
St. Adeline.
Strategus will hold up the amulet.
Yeah,
And,
we left it with the guy who follows that guy.
and now what does it do?
Oh, it would help if my vestments don't do anything. Just so that you know, they just look cool.
I like the gold frills on the end of the sleeves, though. Those look good.
Here it
This
is.
polyester?
I think it's silk.
There you go. I've used it. I mostly use it. I've only been in one fight, but he's used it for a sacred flame because he doesn't have any kind of ranged. Besides his shurikens, he doesn't have any ranged attack at all. So he's been using it for sacred flame a lot. But you can also have helps me against undead, and I can do a radiant burst.
Quint's like, you may want to tuck that in your shirt when we go into the wedding procession.
We just have to dress him like the officiant. We have to get him as close to the wedding as possible so he can fire that thing off.
I do have ceremony, so if any of you wish to get married, I can prepare it in the morning. So that's
It
let
can
me
be
know.
like Graceland in Vegas, a twofer.
That's right.
I was trying one of these Valkyries, but I got shot down.
You got tall fingers with you. You're controlling her, so she'll do whatever you want.
Problematic.
I just want her to regenerate. That's it. Just regenerate. I'm just trying to find where the notes say what we have to do with the holy robes and stop the wedding. I don't see that anywhere in my notes anymore.
You don't really know what the connection is between them. You were given the holy robes because they felt you would need them.
Well, we
but
were
you
given
didn't
the
have specific
prophecy
instructions.
back with the
Mm-hmm.
that said find the holy robes and stop the wedding, but I don't remember exactly what was said.
Oh, the original prophecy?
Yeah, I had it somewhere. I don't see it anymore. I don't know. Be on my notes. No, you don't have a journal tab or anything, so. I'm trying to pet him. Meanwhile, without dying. Hi, hui, hi.
I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah, if somebody needs a rat, I'll just take off my my hat and pull out a rat and hand it to somebody.
Is it like Or is it the furry little run around your shirt still alive rat?
Oh no, it's still alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I can produce up to 3 animals a day out of my hat. So
I mean, what about
Can a
something
war
other than
horse
a
be one of them?
rodent? Yeah. Can you pull out a nice fat pig and we can cook it up?
I can pull out a bat, a frog, or a rat.
Oh yeah, I remember you did a frog.
So this was the prophecy that Rava gave you. It was recover the holy robes of Sister Adeline, or the instructions. Use it to stop the dark wedding, then defeat the leader of the Ghoul uprising.
And who's the leader of the Ghoul uprising?
You don't know yet.
Ah,
You haven't found him.
need to ask a ghoul. Who's your leader?
You've met a few ghouls. They're just not much for conversation.
Right there's you. Who's your leader? So we're going around the countryside looking for some guy named. Do you know?
Oh yeah, I went to high school with that guy.
Yeah, he was a really good.
All right, so everybody's transferred the equipment they want to transfer, and fly. So on the evening of the 12th day of Red Leaf, we do have an encounter. Let's see what time the encounter happens.
Exactly 12:01 a.m. We don't know why.
It happens at approximately 2 a.m. So who is on watch?
I forgot our watches. Let's see. Party sheet. I think. I
Yeah,
think
we have a
that's-
watch order.
I think that's accurate. Customer support bot doesn't do shit, and everybody else pulls watch. I don't know how that works.
He shut down for maintenance.
Maybe that's a 1 there? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be a 1, not a 0.
Sorry about that.
So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably Quint or
Yeah,
Blink,
I'm thinking
right?
Quint. I will say it's under Quint's watch. So everyone else is asleep. But and the token lock has been turned off, so feel free to move yourselves about. I've just shared the map with you. You're all located on this kind of a plateau up top, up in the mountains. It would be extremely difficult to hike up here. And there's a variety of rocks and deep gullies and gorges and
I
trees
think your
all
mic's
around
hot,
you.
Sven. What's up, Robin? Oh my god, I'm watching live even though there's a couple of episodes behind on YouTube. Spoilers. Yeah,
Spoilers.
there was some spoilers. We killed a bunch of stuffs.
You certainly did. And this was actually something really cool from that new mapping application. So here is a side view of the very place you're camping. So you
Whoa.
can see
Oops.
top down and the side view.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it gives some good perspective. I like it.
See?
So you can see how there's these deep gullies and
Yeah, so we're like right there.
yep, you are right up on top of that little flat area.
It's a pretty good spot. Really cold up here. Maybe our fire should be a little bigger. Or is it too windy?
It's pretty chilly. That's for sure.
How many maps have you made with that program, do you think?
Not a huge number, but it's fun to play around with.
I know.
So I'm going to give my shield maiden one of my healing potions. Holder Iron Eyes will have half.
Okay.
I just want to know whose rib cage that is down there.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea too. I think Tall Finger should have a healing potion too, just in case.
There's. She is right there.
Now, the NPC sheets do have an inventory tab now. You should be able to.
Oh, really? Let's check it out. Inventory. Oh no. Cohorts. Tall Finger. Inventory. Ooh. Get over
I
here.
think you can add it to it.
Let's try it directly from my inventory.
Yeah, I'll do the
Potion
same thing.
of healing. It didn't drop. Let me try.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Oh, I'm putting
Drag
it.
and drop it into the equipment
Yeah, I'm
section,
putting
not
it in
the
the
power
wrong spot.
section.
Yeah. There it goes. Bada bing. Like, Tall Finger, you can regenerate, so don't drink this.
I'll give her 2 copper as well, so she can go
Shit, I
buy some
shouldn't-
candy
Well,
at the store.
actually, she talks to me that way because her intelligence is 4 higher than mine.
All right, so Sertegos is hanging down at the lower ledge, or is he up on the flat part?
It's a tiny spot, so yeah, we'll stay down here.
Quentin gives some room since he's on guard duty. He'll be over here checking things out.
I'm trying to look like a statue of somebody on that rock, staying perfectly still, like a street performer.
All right.
I don't have to sleep. I just do maintenance, so I could totally do that with a
I
character.
think this rock's going to attack us. That's what I think.
I think the rock is going to.
The big Galeb Dra or whatever they're called. Smash our face while we're sleeping.
Big earth element.
Did we do the mimic check when we got here?
I don't
For all
know.
the bushes and rocks?
How are you checking?
Those with sacred flames need to just see if they can target, and then if you can, let it go. Let it go.
Eldritch blast everything. That was the.
Well, we have
Eldritch
CSB start telling jokes, and if any rocks laugh, then we attack them.
There you go.
or attack us, because that's usually more what happens. Is instead of laugh, they attack us. So I wake everybody up if I hear something. No, I don't know what's going on. My turn.
Give me 1 second here.
This is the dungeon alchemy, right?
Yes.
Dungeon
Yes.
alchemy. It's so
double check
cool.
that.
We've only showed it twice on All Things Fantasy Ground Talk Show, for 2 weeks in a row, and you've been there, Robin. So.
Yeah, it's a really cool new mapping program. It auto fills in a whole bunch of stuff, and then you can throw in
Yeah.
buildings. You can make orthographic images of it. It's really quite cool.
See, I think I would have just put our tokens on this map. You know, the
We can do
elevation
that if
one.
you want. It's not quite.
Well, I don't know.
don't have a
You're
grid
the
or
one
anything.
judging what the combat's going to be like or whatever. If the grid you think is going to be real important, and but if there's like one monster and everybody's just going to pile on it, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Let's do that. It's just gonna take me a second. Drop you all on there,
Holy party!
and
Oh,
go
unlock
ahead
them and we'll help you.
Yep, I'm getting there. All right, go ahead and reset yourself up.
I'm just dragging the. I don't know where everyone's at, but Quint's over here. Tall Finger. She's right here. She's sleeping in this little hole down here. How steep is this?
That's very steep.
Then maybe she's not down there. Now it's a lot tighter.
All right, and then Quint is over there for his watch, and everyone else is sleeping. All right.
Trying to move around quietly, once in a while, but just trying to get a
Let's
good
go
view
ahead
of
and
everything.
do this.
What about our NPCs?
Oh, good point.
I use those other buttons down there that you never use. Or just roll them for the NPCs.
Did customer support bot roll a 0, or has he not rolled yet?
I think he's broke.
Oh, sorry, the window popped. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Like
All right.
R2D2.
Sir Tegas is asleep. And
Does Tarian can't be surprised, so
he's asleep. He can't be surprised, but he's still asleep.
if a rock is falling towards him, he can't
He'll
be
wake up
surprised
half
by
a second before it hits.
it, right?
And Quint, give me a perception check.
Lord.
It's
Quint
dark, so you don't have
is-
disadvantage.
Right, and I have dark vision.
Yes.
And why am I clicking on tall finger? Perception. All right, I'm only double trained in it, so we'll see here. 17.
17, all right.
It's pretty
So
decent.
you don't see anything. As everybody's sleeping. And then all of a sudden, you notice the tree. This tree right over here
I knew it was one of them. The tree
begins
or
to
the
shake and shiver, and the little pine needles fall off. And what you see now
Is this normal tree-like behavior in this area?
do trees normally do this?
is it looks like this.
Ew.
Standing there on the side of the
It's kind of like
wall there. It's
weapons
this
hanging out of
large
it.
Guys, I
form
feel like
emanating from the tree line.
I feel like we should have noticed that when we sat down here.
Right?
You would think, except that's kind of what it disguises. And Quint's passive wasn't high enough, and his roll wasn't high enough.
So it's Quid's fault. Yes, we've
That-
narrowed it down.
That was my passive. My roll.
Yep. And so, which one am I doing? There we go.
Quinn's like, oops. As a free action. He says, oops. As it goes, rawr. Oh, it's going to
As
go to cold or some shit.
this thing shakes his leaves, and all of these pine needles fly out in this cone, spreading over this 30-foot range, catching everybody in that range.
I haven't summoned the cannon yet, so I moved it out of the way.
Okay. So that's everybody there, including Tarian. And these massive thousands and thousands of these needles fly out and strike everybody. So we're going to give everybody a Constitution saving throw.
Vines of Nimith
Yeah, the Vines of Nemthir.
Huldra.
And when the needles strike you, you can tell obviously that they are poisoned, as it does
Whoa.
10d6 poison damage. Yes, you definitely smell like pine now. And they've got
Like
little
it's-
pine tar, so they stick to you.
Everything's sticking to your fingers now. You're like, ah. 33 points of damage. Ouch.
And that's all he's going to do this round.
Hey,
As
just a
Halfred
question.
just woke up
Does it wake him up?
with a bunch of needles in their butt. Yes.
Quint's like, look out.
Ah!
So how are you ruling this? Is this still the surprise round where they can't do anything except react?
No, they were woken up before by getting needles shoved into them. So as long as the needles happen before their turn, they can act. So they're
All right.
prone, so they'd have to stand up. But other than that,
Awesome.
Everybody
All
gets up and look like porcupines. They're all like, hey, what's
Exactly.
going on?
got quills stuck everywhere.
All right, well, she's right there. She's going to slide as much as she can. She would like to move over so to allow other people to attack it. As she jumps up and is slashing it with her long sword.
She's so discombobulated with pine
All these
needles all
little
over her face.
needles sticking out of her make it hard to move around.
Oh, right, that's me. Okay, so well, Hairy Legs will just move right up next to this thing. And go ahead and pull out her longsword and try to hit it.
Okay. She does a little better.
A little bit of damage, but not good on the second one.
Grazes a little bit, but doesn't seem to do a whole lot. But blink.
All right. Yeah. Blink did not like that. He's gonna go ahead and summon the cannon right there. As his action, and then for the bonus action, there are a lot of people it can target from there.
Is it 15 now or 10?
It's 10.
10.
Yeah, the range doesn't go up, so
Oh.
unfortunately. So there's some temp hit points. And then Blink is going to 5. I think he could probably get kind of back there. He's gonna run away.
Watch the edge there, Blink. It's way far down.
All right, grace points.
So
Can-
with the grace points, there I can do. So you said I can do 4.
Mhm.
Use up to 4 points, so I can do multiple things
Mhm.
all
You
at the
just
same
can't do
time.
the same thing twice. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're going to first of all support with a battle cry. They're all going to yell out. So each character has advantage on his first attack roll this turn. Now it says character, so I presume that's the
Players.
PCs, not the NPCs.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody, don't forget, you guys, on your first attack you have advantage. And then they want to damage.
Okay.
Now are they able to control that to where I can make the point like the rear of this thing, so that it says each creature within 5 feet of that point? Can I make the point the rear of it so it won't affect the 2 maidens up front?
Oh yeah, certainly.
Stick it in the
Okay.
butt. Stick it in the butt.
You're gonna target this square.
All right, so it has to make a DC 15 saving throw.
Dexterity.
It does not seem terribly dexterous.
Doesn't look
Oh,
so
and I'm
dexterous
going to
either.
boost that by. I did this support
It
by.
kind of looks like a
It's going to be 2,
linebacker a little bit.
so it'll be
What's that?
supported by 1.
You supported it in what way? The damage?
I can multiply. I can do it multiple points, so I'm spending 2 points on that.
No, you can't use the same one twice in a
No, it
in a
says
round.
you
No,
can. It says in it the damage increases by 3 for each grace point spent beyond the first.
Oh, right. Yes.
So I'm doing 2 grace
upcasting it.
points on it.
Yeah,
He's
you can upcast it.
upcasting.
Okay.
Right.
So go
So
ahead
did
and do the deck save.
I can't. It's not
Oh, it
go to.
should be. If you mouse over the where it says DC 15, it doesn't highlight for you.
No.
Okay.
Let me check. Let me open it in my cohorts. See if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's an actual NPC. Never mind. I pulled the first thing you shared with us.
Yeah. Sorry
Sorry.
about that.
Okay. It does. Okay, good. Oh, here's this. Yoink.
Fails.
1, 2.
So yeah, just drag it
Yoink.
and perfect.
All right, so that's all 4. The support does need to recharge.
Okay. And that should automatically handle if you. Oh yeah, you can't. There's nothing to click on for it. There. I marked it as used.
Okay, so can Tyrion, to get up next to this thing, like climb up on that rock a little bit above him and like attack down on him?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be really difficult. You'll have like a -5 trying to hang on to the side of the rock face, but you can.
Maybe it's not worth it.
Can
Well,
he
what if?
move in, attack, and then end up in that square?
Oh yeah, I could probably do that, right?
Yeah. Might get a attack of opportunity, but yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Just kill it, and then you won't be having an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, that's
That's all.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should have done that on my turn.
Oh, I was supposed to have advantage on that, but I hit anyway.
Well, roll again just to see if it was a crit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It
it
was
almost.
not.
It was like,
All right.
Choppy.
And then can I then I'll cling to the rock.
Okay, yeah, you can climb up there.
So I don't get
It's
an
going
attack of
to.
opportunity.
Well, it will definitely. Yeah, you can move up there. So it does not get an attack of opportunity.
that's pretty smart right there. That's pretty
Like
smart.
hanging on, like
It's kind
One
of
hand.
exposed now.
Oh, you got one hand. You're like, come on, bring it on. You're still only 3 feet off the ground. I just.
She sees CSB back there, and Tyrion hanging onto the rock. So she's going to attack a couple times, using her support for the first one. Come on. It won't let me click advantage. What is going on? There it goes. Okay, sorry.
Start chopping some of these vines away. Finding all kinds of weird body parts falling out of this thing that it had been slowly eating.
Do you have cop installed?
I do. Since it's
And
now
then
my
she's going to move
extension,
back.
make sure it works.
20. And she'll move back to let someone else step up.
Okay. So this thing will take an attack of opportunity on you or on her.
It's not working for the cohort. FYI.
Oh, cop. Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't work for the cohort.
Oops. Wrong. There we go. 30 feet. Look at that. Just perfect to chuck a javelin at this thing. What kind of negatives do I have? Is it up? Is it tall enough? I could stick it in the face?
Yeah. Yeah, it's big. It's tall enough. You can chuck it. It's a tree size. Tree goes up quite a bit.
Well, here, hold this javelin while you're over there. Nice.
You noticed as Hafred stepped back, this thing lashed out with a long vine to try
You,
and grab
you
onto
had
it.
advantage.
I should have had advantage.
Or the
Oh, yeah, Drake would have had
tall
advantage.
tall finger? I thought you said the characters, not the NPCs.
Everybody.
But,
That's not the monster.
let me
Even the
see if
cannon
it's a
gets
crit.
advantage.
See if it's a crit. It wasn't. And then she's gonna move back a little because she don't want more pine needles, and she's gonna start plucking them out and regenerate or something. Is that an effect turned on or something?
Regen? It's automatic. Yeah.
Okay, good.
It'll happen automatically. All right. So this thing goes, and first thing it wants to do is it wants to grab Tyrion, who crawled up and stabbed at it. And it whips out this thorny whip, kind of vine-looking thing, and attacks Tyrion with it. Ooh, missing Tyrion. And then two of its club-like arms slam him down to where Tyrion's hanging on the thing, and he misses again, and finally manages to hit Tyrion, doing a little bit of damage. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay, so Tyrion, that club knocks you loose from that rock that you're on, and you start falling.
I mean,
Falling
I
down
was
this cliff.
over solid ground. I wasn't like climbing up over the abyss.
It's right near the edge. I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to use a reaction to do anything.
Well, I was gonna ask, does it look like Tyrion is like falling over the
Mhm.
cliff?
Yes, that's
Then
exactly what it looks like.
yeah, then I would like to use my reaction and cast Featherfall on him.
Okay. So Tyrion, you
Thanks.
have Featherfall as you fall all the way down there.
That was thank you, Robin, for the magical item. Quint got a potion of necrotic resistance.
Yeah, let me throw that in the
It's
party
like
sheet
exactly
before I
the
forget.
one that I gave last time on my gaming table. I don't know. All right, and I'll throw it in my inventory. Oh, would you ID that for me?
Oh, yep. There you go.
Thank you.
Lazy Nostril's going to kind of dart up and then move over here while she attempts to attack.
Iron Eyes will tell her to move back after she attacks.
Yep. Okay. Then she'll move back. I don't think he has another opportunity attack, so just whoosh.
He does, because he hasn't
He
gone
does. He just
since
took
the
his
last
turn.
time.
But these
Okay.
are trolls. They regenerate.
Oh yeah, so I'll just take it on the chin.
Just take it. Just take it, you poor schmo.
Oh wow.
Did I hit twice?
You got
I got
Lazy
Tyrion.
Nostril
okay.
and Tyrion way down. He kind of
So-
deserves it
Yeah,
down there.
threw a rock at Tyrion.
Big boulder falls off the edge.
So when she steps back, this thorny whip lashes out and slashes at her, striking her for 18 points of damage, only doing 10 due to the temp hit points. And unfortunately, the target is grappled. So
I'd end up right next to it.
yeah, you would stay right next to it and restrained.
Ooh.
And this is actually a good spot to take our 10-minute break.
Cool. I was setting the clock.
Sounds good.
I was guesstimating on the time, but so 48. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to go get our refreshments and go to the latrines and all that jazz. But you have exactly 10 minutes too to go do the same and get back here because we're going to keep this going. And I'm going to start the slideshow and put some pretzel on for those that stick around and chat and want to listen to some crap pretzel. But it's better than dead silence. So here goes the slideshow. We'll see you in 10 minutes. All right, I'm stopping the music. I'm stopping the timer. I'm shutting those down, and we're gonna play some D&D. I'm stopping the music.
All right, we're on hairy legs.
All right. Hairy Legs is gonna lash out. Oh, I think your mic is on. Maybe. I'm sorry. I'm getting an echo on my end. Sounds better now. No, still. Anyway, she's gonna attack. Nice. All right. Hits with that one. Second attack.
Starting to chop this thing down.
Yeah, and then she will back up and kind of go back there. Maybe get the cliff in the way between her and this thing.
Okay.
Maybe she should climb the cliff. It worked out really well for Tyrion.
That is a great idea. She doesn't do it.
All right, so I step forward with Swift Justice and slash out. Just blade whips around. So a little sleep in my eye, and yes, everybody, I get to do it twice now because I'm finally a level 5.
Nice. It's such a new skill. You still
And
haven't
I
quite worked it out yet.
It's so good you got real good at
Drop.
that.
drop the blade to the ground, and just sort of hang my head and walk backwards, dragging it behind me in shame.
And it cannot take its reaction since it already did.
Well, Quint is going to brum, 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 fly up. As he's moving up, he's going to move this direction. About here, because he wants to kind of see where Quint went. I mean, Blink Tyrion went. Bleh.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's going to
Tyrion's
take
way off the cliff down there.
Yeah, I
about
don't
100
think
feet down.
Quint's like, "Are you okay?" He yells down.
He just goes, "Yeah, that's fine."
I'll come down and pick you up in a minute. Twang! Oh, I don't think I need to roll to see if I had advantage or not on that. I can't get
Nope.
a better than a roll on that.
That was a good one.
This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt bad.
Ouch! 45 points of damage.
45. Doesn't quite kill it.
And as a bonus action is going to dash, you know, heading down. Trying to stay a good 35 feet away from that thing.
All right.
And I'll pass my turn.
You do have advantage. Don't forget, like Sir Tagos did.
I remembered, but I rolled a crit. I mean, I remembered after I rolled the crit, but it didn't matter.
Okay, I counted my spaces because we're not locked, so that's.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just gonna longbow him from right here. See if I can steal from Quint.
You almost jinxed yourself with that fumble, ya?
Thanks to advantage, you got
You
him.
didn't kill Steel. You suck.
I do suck. Unfortunately, I can only mostly kill with these blades.
Quint's gonna yell out as a free action, "Don't stand under it, it's gonna fall!"
She's saying that to Tyrion, who's about directly below it 100 feet. How much does this thing weigh?
From
He
your
just...
position, well, it's a large thing. It looks like a large tree. And Quint, from your position, you can see that its legs are rooted into the side of the cliff.
For
It doesn't look
now.
like it's going to fall at all.
Till it dies.
All right. Well, she's gonna come up and try to hit it with your longsword.
That's a hit. As down it goes and doesn't fall, as its feet are firmly rooted into the rock of the cliff face, so it doesn't actually fall on Tyrion's head.
A couple pebbles do, or at least, right? Like. Beep,
Oh,
beep.
definitely.
Yeah.
And a
okay.
large shower of spiky needles, pine needles, fall down. And with that, we are out of combat. That was shockingly easy for a CR8.
Well, look how many, and put us
Yeah.
all on an encounter and see what CR we are.
Yeah, you all are pretty tough at this point.
I think Quinn's strength is high enough. A 16 strength, he can just pick.
Yeah,
Tyrion
it
back up.
takes you a little bit, but you can get up and finish out the night.
I mean,
Has
we could make
nothing-
him work out and just tie a rope around his waist and have him climb.
Nothing else bothers you. But overnight, the tree vines regenerate, and no.
I'm not on watch now.
Wasn't
Once he
meant-
gets Tyrion out from under it, I would burn it. And if it won't light, normally I have oil.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me see if it has anything special on there.
Before you burn it, maybe Blink wants some of them pine needles or something, some sap.
No, it's a plant. What am I gonna do with a plant?
Make a
That's
very
true.
poisonous stressor.
He's like mechanical, right? He don't know nothing about a plant. It's like
Yeah, he's like, what? What? It's,
I could make a club, put some spikes on it.
Yeah, the Huldra will tell you that the vines of Nemthir are born of blood and battle. They are born at the sites of bloody battles, where the ground has soaked up enough death and blood that the trees come together and form into these things. They're kind of like a demented, twisted form of a treant.
Yeah, that's cool. But what bloody battle was happening on the
Right.
top of this cliff that no one could get to?
Good question.
It's where Thor and Delvgar bled their blood on top of the mountain. I mean, there's a story behind it, I'm sure.
I'm sure there is. But did any of you try to roll history?
If I rolled history, I would hamper the roll with my -1. Quinn's like, they don't have books about this place in the Shadowfell.
Nope. And none of you have heard anything special about this location either. Let me pull up my...
Is there a little, like, cross with a bunch of flowers hanging from it somewhere? Or...
No, you did see on the top-down map, you did see that there was some skeletal parts and stuff down below. But that's all.
Since I know that's just random shit, we're not going to go search it.
Yeah, there was nothing of
It's
value.
just random on the map. So I guess...
So I will talk to the rest of the party while Quint is off flying around and say, Quint says that he cannot be surprised. I would challenge that. I think between the four of us, we can do things that would surprise him.
Why do you say Quint can't be surprised?
I mean, I can start walking around
That's
in
what you said.
smaller
You said
underwear.
you can't be surprised.
I said Tyrion can't be surprised because he's a barbarian. Not Quint. If I said myself, I meant Tyrion.
Okay, well, so then he will say that when Tyrion is at the bottom of the cliff, Tyrion says he can't be surprised.
Yeah.
I think between the four of us, we can do something that would surprise him.
I drop a rock on his head.
Let's all just be really nice to him. That'll surprise him.
That'll shock him.
Well,
What?
well, you guys can just go back to sleep because I'll finish my watch off and then.
Yeah, because that worked so well last time.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody went to sleep under the freaking tree. No one tried to stop it.
Didn't we do the mimic check, stab everything that was around us in a 20-foot radius?
We did
Yeah.
talk about the rock, but not the freaking tree. And you know,
What's that?
it's a
And the
burning bush now, right? We have lit it on
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
Yes.
the smoldering pile has definitely warmed you up the rest of the night because it took a
All right,
long time.
so
to
we're gonna
burn.
check this rock out really well, and then go back to sleep.
It's kind of soggy wood at this point.
Is that a mimic? Shoot that bush over there. We're all paranoid. Everything on the top of the hill's all burnt to the ground.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Like, we got a big bonfire going. It ain't cold up here now. Ah.
So the next morning, you all finish your long rest. Everybody sleeps well the rest of the night
I
in the
think the-
nice soft bed of pine needles that was left for you.
And I think the Valkyries are gonna have a hard time finding us. Either there's a big ass fire burn, thinking
A bonfire on the
Mordor
mountaintop.
Beacon or whatever those things were called.
Exactly.
Gondor. What? I don't know what a word.
Beacons of Gondor or something
Yeah,
like
something like that. Yeah.
that. So they continue to take you on to the next day. So this is the 13th, and roll a couple more, see if there's any random encounters. There is not on the 13th. How about on the 14th day
Yeah.
of the month of Red Leaf? There is one. So let me pull it up.
You can say hi to everybody, huh?
My pet's always asleep when we do D&D. She goes to sleep at like 8 p.m.
My dog sulks. Goes in the other room and gets under the bed until I turn the headset on so he can't hear the noises, and then he comes back and gets under the blankets. He's emo.
All right, well, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the last one and throw you all on the isographic map because it looks a lot nicer than the top down.
Hey, buddy, we gotta play D&D now. Oh, nice.
And as they are bringing you to this little plateau, you notice a statue there on the pedestal. Throw you all on there and turn off the token lock so you can put yourselves where you want. The statue is a statue of Sif. It's very obvious from the iconography and the religious symbolism that's there. This is a statue of Sif, and it looks like this whole area may have once been actual, land, but it has been destroyed. It's almost like some massive event occurred that completely destroyed this whole section of land. And while you're there, the Huldra will tell you that this statue of Sif was erected. This used to be a holy place for Sif. This is where rumor or legend has it that Sif married Thor, kind of in this location, and this statue was set up to commemorate that. But at some point in the distant past, some great event occurred, and hold on.
Good night, Christopher. Yeah, we saw him a little bit.
All right, cool. He says that there was.
He was mostly chroma cammed, but we saw him.
Yeah. The nature of chroma cam. But there was an attack. They had been betrayed, and a great number of Sith worshippers were destroyed here, along with some of Thor's warriors. And so this is where they elected to let you sleep the night. A little more room than the last map.
Sleep the night. I don't think Tallfinger's gonna sleep out there by herself.
We can see those, John.
Okay. I had them placed on the other map, so
Oh yeah, you had to drag them.
I had to redo them.
I've been putting them in the combat tracker first and then drag them, then they don't show up, but...
Yeah, that's the smart way to do it.
The first mistake you've ever made.
Oh, they're green.
Yeah, they're friendly.
They weren't supposed to be. Here, I'll move them around.
Just shuffle them around. Okay, this one's now there, and that one's now over there. Different names.
All right. So yeah, it is again in the middle of the night. Let's see whose watch it occurs on.
No, don't be quick. Don't be quick. Don't be quick.
Who is number one? Who's
Oh,
first on watch?
that's CS
Customer
bot.
support bot, CSB.
My fault.
All right. So it's not even fully dark yet. Everybody's just kind of really getting settled down into their to their bedrolls and whatnot. And you see these large ink black hulking beasts begin climbing up the cliff face towards you all. It looks kind of like this. These large bear-like creatures with antlers and rearing up on its hind legs with his jaws dripping with a foul black secretion. The antlers of a massive elk spread from either side of a pair of shining red eyes.
I will sound the alarm that deer bears or dares or bears or whatever are attacking us.
We'll do that.
They're bear fawn. I don't know.
Let me get the... And Quint is asleep, and so is Tyrion.
Well, Quint's technically not asleep. He's an elf.
Okay, so he's in a trance.
Yeah.
He's meditating.
He's still
on
not
himself.
paying attention, though.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So his warning didn't help us at all?
His warning? Which warning? Tyrion's?
No, CSB said he yelled out, "The bears are coming."
It hasn't happened yet. It'll happen on his turn. This is the first kind of surprise round where they came up. The perception check, passive perception, was not.
I doubt it was. Yeah,
Hey,
so
what's
it's still
up, Lou?
processing.
What's up, Layroom? Fantasy Grounds Academy in the house.
Hey, Leroon. All right, so this thing crawls up
Dun,
and
dun, 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 dun.
attacks Halfrid.
Whoa. 500 biddies. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And slashes at her with its claws, swiping right across her face, cutting into her, and then reaching over and trying to bite her, and
Whoa.
critically hits her with his bite. His big old jaws just kind of make this huge chunk in her shoulder, and you see this black ichor coming out of its mouth, dripping all over the wound. She has to make a saving throw, and she succeeds on her saving throw, so that's very good.
She's an explode.
It didn't explode. This one comes up and over to Blink. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to try to slash at you with his claws. And I don't know how you still have your shield.
He cuddles with it. He's like,
It's your blanket.
got
Yeah.
a-
Blanket.
It's got a lining on the inside. He's like,
Exactly. It's padded on the
Like you say,
back.
you'd
It's
be
really comfortable.
prone and he'd have advantage, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
no, he's still
Oh, he-
climbing though, so it counteracts.
All right, so that one does hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
26.
And then he attempts to bite you, doing only 13 points of damage. This time with advantage properly applied.
Oh.
And that one also
Can-
hits.
Oh, it doesn't.
Go ahead.
Nothing. Keep going.
As you wake up with this thing biting on you, and you have to make a saving throw as well, which
Ooh.
you make. Very good. All right.
Ouch.
Huldra, I'm going to say you guys have awakened due to the amount of screaming that Blink was doing.
Yeah, there was a lot of screaming.
He said, "Get off my shield!"
All right. If she's awake, yeah, she will run down and start whacking at this thing as it's trying to climb up.
All right.
Uh,
And
There
she
we go.
starts yelling out that it's the spawn of Chernobog.
Does that mean anything to any of us?
Well, you do remember that Chernobog was one of the 3 gods on your invite.
Ah.
And these are a delicacy in some parts of the Shadowfell, I've heard.
Tasty.
Oh. Blink takes note of that.
So Tallfinger is she's gonna like jump up, butt naked. I don't know what is she wearing? Heavy armor? What does she got for armor? Studded leather? No, she got that shit on. She's gonna grab her longsword and run over here and just start hacking at this thing.
All right.
Multi-attack. Oh, nice. Here, take that, you spawn of missing twice. Oh, no, I got the second one. Well, she was asleep, so, she's got her shield in her hand. She just doesn't have it, like, yet. Like, you know,
She'd sleep
strapped.
with her shield strapped on.
No, she's just holding it. She hasn't had a chance to strap. It takes an action to put that bitch on your arm, so she's like, ah!
That's why she goes to sleep with it strapped on. Clang, clang. She rolls over.
So he's been studying the Book of Undead Facts. Would I know, or can I do a roll to see if these things are undead?
You can.
Would that be religion then?
Yes.
Book of Undead Facts. The FAQ. What the hell?
And give me a religion check. Okay, not super high, but it is enough to know that these are not undead.
Okay.
However, they are fiends.
Alrighty. So I'm going to stand up and use my action to try to blast this one over by Hadriff.
As it ducks out of the way of your sacred flames.
It's like still hanging on the cliff. Got the top
It
of his
does look
antlers
a little nervously at the flames, even though it missed. It looks concerned about those flames.
It's like, we don't have those in the abyss.
Alright, so I'm going to do a little 35 feet of movement. Coming around up and down the base of the thing, sort of give a little nod to the statue as I run by.
He'll be coming around the corner. He'll be.
All right, so this one is going to go ahead and come up onto land fully and begin attacking Tall Finger. And start off with some claws.
See, let me get my shield on first. Wait. You got a +2 to
Slashing.
hit me, actually, so.
Yeah, and advantage. She hasn't had a chance to wake up yet, has she?
Yeah, she's up.
No, she did.
She's
did,
up.
So she's awake. And then a bite.
She's already stuck this thing once with his longsword.
That's right. And the bite misses. Even though she has that shield not quite ready yet.
She like shoves
did
it in
manage
its
to get-
mouth. Get!
bites down on the shield, takes out a big chunk of the corner.
Icker on the shield. Say,
Blink,
ew!
you wake up to this thing slobbering all over your leg.
Yeah.
Well, what was it
So-
doing before it slobbered on your leg? It's humping it.
You don't want to know.
That's why you were smiling when you were sleeping.
So, yeah, the Blink's gonna summon the cannon right over to there, and then do some temporary hit points, and that will be his whole turn.
All right.
All right, Miss Iron Eyes is going to do her call to arms. This is not coded, but she's going to pick Strategos, CSB, and Tyrion. So you will gain advantage on attack rolls until the start of her next turn. So all your attack rolls, not just the first one.
Thank you.
And I don't know of a way to denote that.
I've got it marked. I've got the reaction, the recharge marked, used, so it'll
Okay,
auto.
and what about the effect itself?
Just ADV. You can just drag it from the custom effects on them.
Yeah, it's ADV ATK. So who got it? It
Okay.
was
It was Strategos
Tegas.
customer support bot number 23764 and Tyrion.
Okay, applied.
I think if we get a new one, it should be an -A1, right? Like the army does. The M16A1.
So if she's right there, is she still close enough? It's not like this good bear thing is down.
yeah. She can hit it. It's tall. It's a good 8-9 feet tall.
Jump on his back,
Is
grabbing its
Tyrion-
horns,
Oh yeah, he's.
headbutt it.
Tallfinger says, "Don't let it bite you. It has some kind of demon spawn juice." Spawn of Chernobog 3. Get smacked.
CSB cuts into it. Wounding it for the first time this fight.
Glowing glaive +1. Look like Darth Maul's freaking lightsaber on the top of this mountain at night.
And I'm going to use my action surge while I have advantage. So does that
Oh.
mean 2 more attacks or just 1 more? Sorry.
2 more.
2.
2. Okay, I just want to check.
It gives you a full
Haste
action.
is 1.
Or you could put a shield on or something. You know, it's an action.
Ugh.
Deflected by one of his horns.
Lazy nostril.
All right, that's also me. She was over here seeing to some constitutionals, I guess.
Well, she has
Over
a
by the
whistle
cliff.
when she sleeps, so we have to put her over there because she's got a nostril that's like.
So that's as far as she can get.
It's lazy. Ooh. She's
Minimum
javeling.
damage. That's as far as she could get.
Javeling.
Or as she's pulling up her pants.
Like,
All right, so Sif feels inspired by the call to arms, and he's going to try to take advantage of that. This thing's been hit a bunch, hasn't really seemed to take a whole lot of damage, so I'm going to call upon the power of Sif and do a little smitey smite
Ooh, some
as
paladin
my blade
loves.
glows.
Are we going to have a glow off?
It's glowing. There's more glowing. It's like neon lights happening.
Blink brighter. We must go brighter.
It's all Johnny Mnemonic up here.
Striking down this fiend.
You notice your sword glows extra bright as you do 45 points of damage
Nice.
to the spawn of Chernobog.
Wow.
As the radiant energy just burns through its body.
Vulnerable.
And I will yell out, Radiant. Attack it with Radiant.
Quint looks at his arrow.
Fireworks too.
Sparta kick it down the cliff. And then I'm going to move. 5, 10. CSB isn't really in a square, so I'm going to take advantage of that and zip by him before he goes in. 10, 15, 20. And then hop down. Parkour. To there.
All right.
Parkour.
I picture a lot of 1980s movies, strategic rolling, like for no reason, doing somersaults.
Dun, 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 dun. And he's actually saying that as he goes.
I'm going to get here, so if it attacks Blink, I get to smack it some. Still have my cool advantage powers.
Spawn of Chernobyl.
Poke at it. Max damage on that one.
It's not
And
45, though. I feel really inadequate.
it did not like that, but it's looking pretty hungry, and you don't look very appetizing. So it's going to continue to attack Blink. So I know you're going to get an attack on
Wait, no, I totally look like a dumpster, though. He'd be trying to open me up.
it.
But yeah, I'll take my attack.
Kind of more like a trash compactor.
Man, there's no meat on these bones. Look at this.
More than on CSB. That's a hit as well.
Whoa.
Minimum damage, but this
It's
thing
more like-
attacks.
More like somebody came by with a tray of pigs in a blanket versus nuts and bolts on a stick.
And misses with his bite, and then tries to swipe with his claws, and misses with his claws.
I kill so many things, and I've never bathed. I have to be, like, at best, a butcher shop cutting board.
Grace points, and your support power did not recharge.
From yesterday?
Right? I'm like,
This was marked
it
as
should.
used.
Yeah, I used Half-Red Iron Eye's Call to Arms, which does almost the same thing.
Yeah. No. I don't know why on the Grace points entry it's marked as used on the NPC sheet. So yeah, you can go ahead and use it. You didn't use it.
All
in the
right,
first
so
round
again,
'cause
they'll
you went to sleep.
pound their chest, give their cry, as so everybody will get advantage on their first attack for 2 points, and then yeah, it worked last time. I'm going to then harry the number 5.
Okay.
For 1 point.
And
He succeeded.
succeeds.
And then we will do the damage. The at this guy over here, doing it in the corner away from him so we don't get hit.
Okay.
He also succeeded. All right, so that's 4.
But he takes half.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
So go ahead and roll the damage.
I
on
forgot. 4. Boink, boink.
All right. Tall finger.
I
Advantage.
I don't think she's gonna take the time right now to strap the shield on. As she starts smashing this thing with her longsword. Actually, she's just gonna drop the shield and grab a hold of this longsword two-handed. So,
All right.
that helped.
She slipped on her shield.
She spins back around with his longsword again, and it bounces off of his fat old hide. And she's going to get a little bit away from the edge. It's a little slippery there. It's a little slippery.
All right. Tyrion's kind of angry that he got woken up, trying to get some sleep, to see these big drooling bears. So he's gonna go into rage, and he'll head up to this one, and oops, should I apply that right? Yeah, I screwed up and didn't apply the damage.
Oh, to number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been applied. Second one hits. For another
Halfling
10.
luck for the win.
That's helped me out quite a bit.
Well,
Quite still
Quint's
snoring
gonna.
over there. Or...
He's like, what's going on? I don't know. Did he
Ah.
hear? Does he hear? He's way over there. Does he hear
Yeah,
all
he's
this
heard
shit?
it. He heard it.
All right, so he's gonna stand up. He's gonna like pick up his bow and he's gonna shoot at this thing.
Roll over. Tyrion, stop snoring.
Right. What is that noise?
Oh, this
With
boat's screaming
advantage.
asleep again.
Because he is a character. Nice. And
Catch this thing right in his ear.
and he's gonna
Pierced his ear for him.
bonus action. Also move up a little further. And pass his turn.
Blank.
All right. These things are pretty tall. Do I have any minuses to shoot over Tyrion?
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot just a firebolt at this guy.
You will have disadvantage because you are casting a ranged spell while in melee range.
Right.
Something else.
But I also have advantage, right?
Right.
From
so
the
it'll
it'll cancel out. Yeah. So
That hits
nice.
anyway.
It hits. There we go.
Roasting it.
And then the cannon will give out some temporary hit points. And that's it.
All right, she's gonna head over to this one.
Stupid hair. You got stupid hair.
She does. Her hair is really stupid.
Is it like stick up in the front like everybody something about Mary?
I mean, it's just the dumbest hair you've ever seen.
It's that giant beehive.
I remember when my mom had the beehive when I was a baby kid.
All right, so now those who had the advantage on their attacks from call to arms no longer do. She's going to move up 30 feet.
Iron Eyes.
Poking at it just a little bit.
5 points.
Trying to be careful not to lose her footing.
That's probably a little.
Yeah, there might be more in this little cave down here.
There we go.
Little
A little bit
spawns.
better. Almost dying.
All right. Hairy Legs will just continue to chop at this thing with her long sword. I should have had advantage on the first attack, right? So let me roll
Yes.
again to see if she crits. Nope. And then second attack misses.
Dookies.
She is done.
This thing's not gonna survive.
Is that shield maiden still grappled and restrained by the tree?
Yes, completely.
We just left her hanging in the tree when we caught it on fire.
We forgot about her. Aren't we missing somebody, guys?
Right? What was that? There was that burning wood smell, and then there was like a fleshy kind of like meat cooking smell, right? Kept regenerating.
Somebody's cooking dinner.
Yeah, but that tree, man, it screamed a lot. I was just really surprised.
Ah,
She was still grappled and restrained. Oh, and it gets to go before it dies.
it's dying swipes on Blink. Poor Blink.
Poor Blink as he tries to bite Blink
He's still like.
Oh,
in
I
his-
get the sentry though.
he's-
and scores a
I
critical
sent
hit on Blink.
See, Blink's still got his little sleeping cap on.
Doing a tiny bit of damage to Blink. And he fails his saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't have killed.
I think we finally get to see what happens.
Oh. How does this thing work? Okay. I was just looking at my thing that lets me give bonuses to saving throws, but it looks like I need to declare that before I roll.
Yeah, well, I could give you my inspiration.
Yeah. So, all right, go ahead, John.
All right. Well, it
Oh, you already rolled.
Yeah.
so it bit you, and then it's going to claw you, and misses on the claw. Grace points.
All right, back at the top. Boy, it's pretty sad when the grace points are to go first.
It's always on 20, so
Did it re-roll for the rescue?
It-
Oh no, I mean the
support?
support.
It's still been used. Yeah.
So it did roll. Okay. All right. So then, if it doesn't recharge, it's still at the 4 point, right?
Right.
All right. So we're going to damage this last one for 4 points.
Okay.
Just use them all right on this one if I can
It's got
behave.
It's got 5 hit points.
It's all right. It'll work.
It
Ooh, it failed.
fails.
Nice. So this is 1. Come on. Come on. Where's it? Okay, it's being weird. It lets me get the. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and whee! These javelins comes flailing down,
Rain
and it
of
falls
javelins.
into the cave where it regenerates.
It's like missile command and shit on it.
As it falls, you see it smile as its black mouth ichor is still all over the wound where it bit Blink.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm fine, guys.
Maybe you're not, because we're still in initiative.
No, he looks fine to me.
And with
Yeah.
that, we are out of initiative. Let me.
One thing I'm going to do as soon as we're out of initiative is deep in my bag of holding, I have this, and I'm going to just rub it all over the wound because Blink's done some
Okay.
upgrades for me, so I'm going to do that
Like-
for him.
Like all like suave or like
No,
robot
I'm going to smash it on the side of him like he's a ship I'm launching, and then just rub the glass and the ointment into the wound.
Grind the glass down into the.
Yeah. Your flesh will heal. I don't know how he talks.
So hopefully, if that was poison or disease, it's not happening. But he also gets to heal that much, 2d8 plus 2. I can do that real quick.
Okay. So the rest of the night,
You get to heal for him.
2 points back. That sounds
All
about
right,
right.
so yeah, I mean, I did use the glass parts of the bottle, so
That's awesome.
okay.
So, do I have any idea, like, what this thing is doing to me, or if it's?
Well, you all get a long rest, and Blink, I'm gonna have you give me another Constitution saving throw after the
Well,
long rest.
Yeah, give him
Ki-
advantage. Here, use my
Yeah.
inspiration.
He
I,
succeeded.
oh, okay.
So no, you don't know yet what's going on.
But we know
You
it's
do
not
know
a
that
disease person.
the wound seems to be festering, and you seem to be fighting some kind of infection, but that magical ointment didn't cure it.
Do can I inspect this and do I have any idea what it might be?
Give me a medicine check.
All right. What's my medicine? It's not great, but you know what? I'm gonna roll this. Use my inspiration and roll it with advantage.
Okay.
I want to ask the shield maidens. They seem to know what that creature was when it came up. So see if they know what
Good.
it's
Good.
doing.
Yeah, it's a good
Okay.
call.
So Hafrid has heard of the creatures before. She's never fought them directly. She knows that their bite gets progressively worse until you're cured. But she doesn't know much more about what happens. She does know that the effects get progressively worse and worse and worse over time, though.
Does she know how to cure it? Or do I with my medicine roll?
No, not with your medicine roll. No,
All right.
she doesn't.
Quint's like, I
Should-
have this potion of, or this holy water. It's he doesn't know.
I grab it out of your hands and smash it into the wound.
Grind it in there. You don't seem to be affected yet. You made your saving throw this morning. So.
I mean, it's probably fine. I'm doing all right.
Am I able to determine if it's a curse?
Sorry, you're really quiet there, Ben.
Am I able to determine if it's a curse?
And how would you go about determining that?
I'm going to pray over him throughout the night and ask for guidance.
Okay. So give me a religion check.
Do you say we're not worthy?
All right. So from what you know, it's not a curse. It's it's kind of like an infection, but it's unique to this creature, this spawn of Chernobog, and the only way to cure it is to get successive um, saving throws, successful saving throws. So if you succeed on multiple saving throws, you're fine, but otherwise it progresses. Each time you fail, it progresses.
You gotta just sweat through it, basically. Ugh.
Yeah. And if you want to know the progression, the roll will happen after every long rest. After one failure, the creature can't speak and its tongue turns black. After two failures, the creature's eyes turn a deep red and it gains dark vision 60 feet and the sunlight sensitivity trait. So nothing.
Yeah.
On
Just
3
cool red
failures,
eyes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
the creature secretes black oil from its skin and has advantage on ability checks and saving throws made to escape a grapple. On 4 failures, the creature's veins turn black, slowly working their way up through the body from the appendages over 24 hours. And on 5 failures, when the blackened veins reach the head after the final long rest, the creature experiences excruciating stabbing pains in his temples. At sunset, the creature dies as the antlers of an elk burst from its head. The oil secreting from the corpse pools and forms a spawn of Chernobog at midnight.
So we just need to keep you going at like 4 failures, and you're badass.
Right? That's awesome.
But remember, you can't speak, which means you can't cast spells.
Right. Just so I say this now, I would like to use Flash of Genius on myself before every roll.
All right.
So when that
And just to
comes up,
clarify,
yeah.
You're gonna save
the
one
remove
use every day. Just
cure disease does not work, correct?
No, it doesn't work.
Okay.
On most diseases it would, but this one's special. All right, so we're done with that map. You guys are all done there. Let's
And I'll lead the sisters in some prayer and meditation, and then some training, some sparring at the base of the statue as well before we leave.
Okay. So let's roll. No.
It's not a good Sith service unless a fight breaks out.
That's for sure. The next day of travel occurs. You guys manage to sleep through the night without issue. So I'm gonna have Blink give me another one of those saving throws.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
And you succeed.
Nice.
So because you have succeeded on 2 successive rolls, you are cured.
Damn it.
Succeeded twice.
Yes.
That's all it takes. On 2 successes, you're cured. Any other situation, you start failing, and it
The no
accumulates.
casting is if you were like Tarian, it might have been kind of cool because he didn't have
He
to
can
spend
bite-
his
yeah.
rate.
He can bite Quint the previous day before he gets healed if you want.
No.
Grab the dead body and go.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Quint probably would end up murdering everybody in their sleep. It's
All right. So where are we at? Okay. So several days go by without incident. We are now on the 16th. And just as a reminder, the 20th is the new moon. So if you're looking at the calendar, today is the 16th. And they tell you that this will be the last night of rest before they drop you off on the banks of the river. And then you'll proceed from there. And you guys go ahead and set up camp, settling in for the night in the... Sorry. You guys go ahead and get yourselves set up in camp. This image is slow. And let me go ahead and add you to this map. Share the map with you. Turn off token lock. This one I did not do a orthographic view.
it's pretty flat.
Yeah. Yeah, so you should be able to put yourselves all wherever you want.
I climbed the tree, so you just see my 2 glowing red eyes in the night.
I'm
It's like a
jealous because
security camera over there. Like,
I'm jealous because I didn't get my red eyes from my disease.
And as you guys are getting situated, settling down, before you actually get into the rest for the evening, you see some motion coming from this direction down here, and you see kind of off in the distance, slowly approaching you, not terribly quickly, are these guys. And they don't appear to be aggressive. There are 3 kind of humanoids sitting on top of these strange looking steeds.
They don't appear to
And
be aggressive, these horrible monsters.
you've seen one of these steeds before.
These nightmares beyond comprehension don't seem
Yes.
aggressive.
They're not attacking. They're not drawing weapons. And one of them, the one kind of in the center here, Adra
Can you
Rotclaw.
share that again? I did, for some reason it didn't come through on mine.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah. Did it not share?
I don't see anything. The map was shared. The image, I think, is what he was looking for the mount. He didn't. I don't think he shared the
Oh,
image or the mount.
okay. I'm sorry. I thought you'd shared an image. Okay, I got it
Oh,
now.
yeah. You want to see the mount?
Yeah, we've seen him before.
Yeah. This lovely guy is what they're riding.
It feels like we walked in on them when they're having a private moment. They're trying to play it
What?
off like this is how he lives.
And this one down here in the center, Adra Rotclaw, he kind of calls out in a in a gentle voice, and he says, "Good evening, travelers. What brings you out to this forsaken wilderness so far from the comforts of civilization?"
We are on a journey. Why do you ask?
Well, we patrol this area. Where perchance are you journeying to?
You patrol this area for who?
We own the area for my masters.
Your masters.
What business is it of yours?
Perhaps it's your masters that we seek.
Oh, on what business?
No, we're attending a wedding.
Ah, guests then. Well, welcome, good guests. Have you an invitation?
We do.
Yep.
May I see it, please?
Blink will spend a minute rummaging around in his stuff because he's carrying it. It takes him a minute to find it, but then he produces it.
He's like, no, not this scroll tube. No, it's one of these.
Yep. He's just like pulling stuff out and throwing it all over the camp.
Dumping.
Okay, but you will show him the
Yeah.
invitation. Okay. He looks at it. Well, welcome, welcome, good guests. My master will be most pleased by your arrival. If you wish, my patrol can provide you escort to the temple.
Is the wedding not tomorrow?
Ah, no, if you will kindly reread the invitation. Today is the 16th. The new moon is on the 20th. We are a few days' ride from the temple.
Well, we were just setting up camp for the evening.
That is lovely. Would you like an escort? We will camp with you and we can travel during the day or night as you please. Whichever
Right.
is most comfortable for your eyes.
How are the shield maidens acting around this guy? Are they just kind of keeping their heads down into their gruel pots?
They're kind of taking your lead, but they do not look comfortable
I
at
think
all.
everybody's looking around kind of nervously a little bit.
Perhaps you can just tell us the best way to go, and then we can follow that path on our own.
There is only one way to go. Up ahead, you cross the river and you walk straight through the forest.
Oh, right.
Temple is on the other side.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't know of a shortcut or something.
Well, we would happy that you escort us in the morning. But as far as breaking bread with us, We prefer to have our privacy, if you don't mind. Perhaps you could set up over there on the other side of those trees.
Certainly, we would be happy to. As he nods to the other ghouls, and they step back a little ways.
I
I'm
think I'm
using my
actually
divine
gonna.
sense
What's
to
that?
make sure that I'm clarifying that these are, in fact, undead.
They are absolutely 100% undead.
They go ding 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 ding.
They
You
are
have detected
glowing.
undead.
Yep.
This
They
I'm
are
gonna go
customer's
with
absolutely.
them to their camp just to kind of, keep watch. I'm not at risk because I'm not made of meat, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on them, see if I catch anything interesting.
Is he just
They
talking
look at you
away?
curiously, but they don't seem concerned at all that you've joined them.
We should destroy them once they're out of earshot.
They are a patrol. If they don't report back, more people will come looking for them. Then we have to answer more questions.
No,
For
we will be
now,
gone in the morning, or we kill them.
you don't think that we should probably travel with them? Just
Not at all.
as
We have Valkyries arriving in the morning.
Tomorrow's your last day of riding with the Valkyries.
It'll be fun. As soon as the Valkyries come over the hill and have them distracted, I'm gonna stab one in the back of the head.
perhaps
If
give me a moment. Let me scout the area. I want to make sure that this is the whole patrol. Perhaps it's only half.
very well, but I will not rest tonight until these are dead.
Not to worry, my friend. I'm with you. We will end their undead lives before dawn. But so yeah, at some point Quint's gonna sneak off and check the area using his
Okay.
cloak
Go
of
ahead and
elven
give me
kind and
stealth check at advantage.
uh, skills.
Yeah, I'm grinding my gears real loud, doing my maintenance and all kinds of whirs and clicks. It sounds like a fax machine making love to an old modem.
You see them feeding their steeds. They're pulling chunks of like human legs and stuff out of their saddle bags and tossing at them for them to wolf down.
Blink says, ugh, gross, as he eats a live rat.
So I'm going to, once he comes back, before we actually get rolling, I'm going to cast protection from good and evil onto Tyrion.
Okay.
And that is the
Thank you.
first level.
And you are extremely stealthy, Quint. As you kind of scout around the area, and you don't find any signs of any additional members of this ghoul patrol. They yeah, you don't see any signs of anyone else.
And is there a like a an enclosed path that you know towards the way they came from that
What do
would
you mean by
be
enclosed path? It's not a heavy forested area. It's kind of light
so
brush and
these
stuff.
mounts easily can just get in across here
Oh
any
yeah,
which direction? Okay, I was looking
yeah.
for a funnel or any place up nearby that I could set a trap or something that I know they would be traveling through. But
Yeah.
if somebody got away,
The only place would be like if you waited for a day when you get to the actual forest.
no, I'm
But
talking.
there's nothing out here.
I'm talking within a few hundred feet or something at the most.
No,
He wouldn't
It's
go very far, just around the.
it's mostly bushes, a few small copse of trees, but that's about it.
All right, so Quenta sneak back and back onto camp, and he'll tell. As far as I can tell, there's no other patrol members. It looks like they came from the southwest. Uh, Basically the direction we've been heading. let's say we wait till we're ready and roll initiative in 2 weeks.
That's a good place to end it. All right, so we'll wrap it up here, and we'll start off next time with the encounter with the Ghoul Patrol.
All right, there you got it. Session 35, Empire of the Ghouls, Midgard campaign setting. Tomorrow night, we will be doing some Lost Mines of Fandelver. I'll be DMing that over on Rob 2E's stream. That's at 9 Eastern. Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show, where we talk about nerd stuff and Fantasy Ground stuff and stuff. Tuesday, Waterdeep Under Siege, session 4 or 5. We're getting rolling over there. Things are going to start to get kind of interesting. And that's at 8 on my channel. And then back here on Friday, I'll be running Jungles of Cholt and rinse and repeat. And that's our cycle. Let's see if there's anybody we should go raid. Raid. Who do we want to raid? Rob? Yeah, we got to go raid Rob, don't we? Yeah. All right. So we're going to hit Rob up. If you guys stick around just about 7 seconds, and we'll go raid him real quick. And you guys have a good weekend and good night, and see you guys. Say good night.